trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm not automatic, it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to do it.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and...
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Throwing on third, Goff. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you got to think about it, don't you?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
From the gun, McLaughlin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10.
Gibson. No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. McLaughlin to Jefferson on the slant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st down, Vikings.
On 1st down, McLaughlin. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
25-yard line.
Off the play fake. McLaughlin. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. McLaughlin. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To number 13.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the coverage.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Gone. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, McLaughlin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
McLaurin, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down. McLaughlin. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So that'll back him up 5. Back to throw, Goff. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Vikings 7, Washington 0.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Here's Goff. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Washington.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up
on 2nd down now. It's Gibson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Josh Hill there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, McLaughlin, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now Goff on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Goff again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard gain on the play.
From the gun, McLaughlin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Vikings 10. Washington.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And 9 at the 36-yard line.
Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll complete this to Gibson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw on 2nd down, McLaughlin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
To number 8.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Minnesota.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. Buying time to his... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
The quarterback keeps it.
You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on Open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLaughlin complete. Jefferson to target. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, McLaughlin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Cook, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
To the 49-yard
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
On first down, Cook. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin, middle of the field to Jefferson.
McLaughlin's
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone deep.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They run it again with Cook.
At the 13.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Again, the ball carrier.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. McLaughlin. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, McLaughlin. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
The kicker on for the point.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. And Cook has it, left side.
McLaughlin's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
And the Vikings first.
From the gun, McLaughlin on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Looking to throw, McLaughlin. He completes this to Sutton. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
back to the ground, Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the play.
Back to throw, McLaughlin. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They run, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Cook following the penalty. And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Washington.
The point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A 7-yard.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Washington. First and 10 at the 50.
From the 50, it's Goff. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Vikings 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
Again, Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Washington. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Pass incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 2. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
9-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now a run with Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Minnesota.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
taken down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. They run again on first down. Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hayward. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56.
They'll run for it. Cook. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now in desperation, that's caught inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that
one. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just